What's going on, y'all? Uh, oh boy, I've been laying in this bed all day, rubbing Vicks and stuff on my chest and taking Nyquil and Dayquil, whatever. What's up, y'all? What's up, Tanny? What's up, Bella? Let me scroll up. I'm like, I can't get out of this bed, so I can go live because today I would have dropped my video on Cash, especially after seeing the surveillance footage. Even John, you sound blocked up. I'm sick as a joke. um, it took a miracle, man, for me to record that podcast and get it out. But when you got people, I don't know, man. Like when people depend on you, you can't make any excuses, man. I was in no shape or form to do the podcast, but I sat in that chair from yesterday morning until 11 o'clock at night. All I did was eat cough drops and blow my nose and edit, find stuff, edit. Uh, to get the clearest audio, I edited after every single word. After you say a word, I cut the space, and that took all day long. Um, Thank you, John. Very little has been reported on Cash. Yes, I was just watching a live on Cash, and she made me want to give her a hug, man. She made me want to give her a hug. She said something that most people don't ever say. She said when I was watching her live on Cash, she said that she covered another case. She covered the case of the boy in New York who was coming out of the store. Y'all remember the surveillance footage? And when he was coming out of the store, they killed him, and they killed the wrong guy. They thought he was somebody else. It was made national news. But she said that she got so many people watching her lives, and she got so many new subscribers when she was covering it, that every day she felt like she needed to cover it again, cover it, just keep making videos. And she had to check herself and ask herself, am I still making videos for the victim, or am I making videos for myself? Like a lot of people don't have that perspective to look inside to question themselves to see if they're doing wrong or not. And I was just like made me proud that I follow her, uh, to have that kind of insight, because we see people doing that all the time. Before I talk about Cash, I want to talk about the podcast I just did on Susan Powell. Y'all know I wasn't, before I got into podcasting, I wasn't watching a whole bunch of podcasts. I watch a lot of YouTube videos. But in order to do research on Susan Powell, I had to listen to a lot of podcasts, as long as watches a lot of YouTube videos, as long as all the other things you do to look up information on a case. And it broke my heart because the greatest podcast ever, this is with, even with me making a podcast on Susan Powell that came out, the greatest podcast on Susan Powell is a channel called Code. And the reason that's the greatest podcast on Susan Powell, and I got a lot of my research from Code, is because they didn't do one episode on Susan Powell. They did like a whole season. This guy flew out to every, this guy flew out to meet all of freaking Josh Powell's old girlfriends, and he found the information from an old hard drive or the computer. The guy who did the podcast was amazing. He that dude, he was amazing, right? So he has the greatest, and he will always have the greatest podcast on Susan Powell. But it broke my heart that when I was doing research and I'm listening to other people, and I'm listening to them, and they literally stole from that podcast word for word. Like there was no shame. They not only stole from that guy's podcast, but they stole his inflections. And I don't understand this, because even with me having to get information, and this is the best place to go, You still want to turn it into your own. You still want to, just because you have a list of facts doesn't mean you have to say the list of facts in the exact same way somebody else says a list of facts. For instance, when you listen to my podcast or sample of my podcast, we all know that Josh Powell told everybody that at 5 years old he failed a painting class in kindergarten. He made a bad grade on it. All right, everybody can say that fact. It happened. There's nothing you can do. But there's different ways you can say that. Such as I put it on the story and I started making different suggestions of like, was he the becoming of Picasso that no one else realized? And he was ahead of his time, and the painting was really big. It wasn't really bad because it's kind of weird that someone would fail a kid for painting something. You come up with your own stuff. You do not have to steal from other people. It just made me sad because I'm like, I'm just now getting into podcasting and I'm already finding where people are ripping each other off. I wonder what I'll find in the future. What's the podcast called again? Cold. It's just cold. Uh, but if you watch Cold, make sure you check out my podcast though. But Cold, I mean, I think it's like, I mean, it's so many episodes of one case, so you can't get better than that. But so I'm seeing something with this cash case because with the surveillance on cash, it seems pretty simple to me. Oh God, it sucks. It sucks because I'm supposed to take my second COVID shot on the 26th. That's 6 days from now. If I feel like there's no way I could take the second COVID shot now that I have the flu, my doctor said, wait and let's see. My doctor wants me to heal from this and then go right into taking it. I don't know about that. I just moved here. This doctor don't know me like my old doctor. John, I was on the wrong channel. This one got what channel were you on? uh, yo, check this out. Y'all see that guy named Joey Donuts? Joey Donuts follows me on my rap channel, so he just found this one. He always makes great comments on my rap channel. Joey Donuts slowly watched me get sick. He saw me do a video where I'm regular. He saw me do a video when I'm hurting a little bit. He saw me when I did the video hurting a lot, and I'm like, oh man, this is gonna get bad. He slowly saw me get to where I am now. That's funny. I can't laugh. That's funny. Uh, Shout out to Joey Donuts, man. Thank you, Mercedes, for saying I hope I feel better. I don't know. If this is your body's like defense mechanism coming up to protect you so you get sick, I mean, I just think my second COVID shot Wednesday is gonna be hell. Like it's gonna be 10 times worse than what I'm going through now. So I don't know. But when I look at this surveillance video, I don't know. Maybe y'all see something I don't see. I'm getting scared because I feel like people are about to take this case and open up all these different mysteries that don't need to be opened up just so they can keep talking about it. It seemed to me like what's his name? Darian? Is that the black kid named Darian? It seemed to me like he broke into the house, he looked around the room, saw his opportunity, took cash, went 8 blocks down the street, stabbed and killed Cash, and changed clothes, came back, hoping he could take the other one, but he was a little bit more nervous because now it's daytime and people can be up. So he got spooked and he left. Open and shut case. Like, am I tripping? Am I missing something on my research while I'm sick? John and Desi's podcast is called Alibi-ish, available on all platforms. Yes, my podcast is called Alibi-ish, ALIBI-ISH. Spotify, Apple, iHeartRadio, you name it, it's on everything. All you got to do is type in Alibi-ish. Or you can type in Susan Powell and go to most recent because we're the most recent people to talk about Susan Powell. Carly T said, I thought the same thing, John. You guys heard me talk about this more than any other person talk about how people milk a case, right? So you can start seeing the drawings on the wall. So to maximize They're saying that it could have been the son that lived there. Oh my God, this is a surveillance camera right there. You can see, and they're saying, why did he change clothes? This is crazy, B. This is crazy. What do you mean? What do you mean? For all you know, after he did the deed, I mean, most people change clothes. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, man? All you need is a tissue and Jesus. Well, so that's my little cheese I had. How about all that tissue right there? How about the NyQuil and the juices and the water and everything? Even my little camera cup. Oh shit, I can't pick that up right now. I need more than some. I don't even care about this. What I care about is my chest hurting and my whole body aching. That's what I care about. But I can still taste. Get rid of that Sprite. Get some. As Joey Donuts have I had tea. I went live the other day on my rap channel. You can see the tea. Well, go look at my Instagram. On my Instagram, look at the picture I posted when I was editing the podcast last night. You see tea right in my face. Name it, I done had it all day. You need a caretaker to make you some broth. Come be my caretaker then, y'all. You guys are welcome to come over. Can I have a little bell too? I ain't never been in the bed at 3 in the afternoon ever. It's Lover Lane Case from Houston, Texas. I knew some characters anyway. Thank you for being real and for learning from you. Thank you, Deadlock MC. Sounds good. Love Jackie. Okay, I'll pray for you on the love Jesus. Pray. I don't know your name, but Mice. I love DMX. I love your voice. It's beautiful. Yo, you guys know when I make my documentaries, I use a lot of stuff to make it emotional. I try to do the same thing on my podcast without the visual. So I really want your opinion on it on the podcast. What you think about the voice, the music that's used, the sound, the background of the cases that we covered so far. I really love your opinion. But one thing back on the Cash Gernon case is the decision to put out the video of him being abducted. I thought was awesome, and I'll tell you why. People sometimes get mad at me, not a lot. I mean, maybe like 1%, but a very, very tiny vocal, or say, why are you being so descriptive when you say what happened, right? And you guys know I always say I do that on purpose to remind you that this is real. This isn't play. This isn't for your entertainment. This really happened. And you feel different when I cover a case. You feel different when somebody else told you Vera was stabbed on a railroad track than when you see me showing how Vera was stabbed on a railroad track, and just the way I delivered it with the actors involved. You feel differently, right? So how many cases do we know of where someone went inside of a house and abducted a kid? You hear it so much it loses its emphasis. It's the fear it should put inside of your chest. But when you see that surveillance video of that kid going in there and snatching up cash, you felt it. The way you felt when you saw that surveillance video is the way you're supposed to feel when you watch anything dealing with true crime. So I was happy that they put that out. That's the stuff the public needs to see. So I think we become too desensitized when we watch stuff. And I feel bad for his family. I feel bad. I think the mom was looking for her two sons, if I'm not mistaken. That was what was reported. I don't know why the dad left his kids there. I totally agree with you, John. Thank you, Tracy. I listen to a lot of podcasts. I didn't know you had one. I will listen and give you feedback. Thank you, Miss K, today. Um, Go to my community post. It's there. It should be in the description of this video. The first link should always be to my podcast. It's on all my social media. I have my own YouTube channel. So the video, the Susan Powell podcast that dropped today, the video version will drop on YouTube next week on Alice Bias YouTube channel. B First says, John, my DA friend is impressed with your videos. He's a DA and legal analyst for ABC News. May I DM you to give you his info? He wants to pass your name on to his people at ABC. Thank you, B First. That would be amazing. Yes, hit me up. I will see it easily because I used to use the new Gmail, John Chrymes at gmail.com. So it's the same way I spell my name at Gmail. That would be amazing. What's up, Latasha Evans? Today's podcast link is above. Juju posted it. Thank you, Juju. I was mortified he came back for Carter. No, that's crazy. That made me think of Ted Bundy, and he came back twice in one night. It made me think of um, Jack the Ripper. Um, but I'm gonna show you why this really scared me. I probably shouldn't even be saying this because now somebody gonna make a little documentary on Cash and they're gonna take it from me. But when you think of Jack the Ripper coming back twice in one night, you think of Ted Bundy coming back twice in one night. They did that because they were at the end of their ropes. They were right at the end where they have done this so many times. So to see him come back twice in one night makes me afraid of what else he's done in his past, what other babies may have been missing from this kid. To come back twice in one night. Oh God. Uh, the detective for Karen Bodine case, Carly been calling me all morning, who was in the trailer of what I'm doing. He wants to meet tomorrow to film him, and I'm like, there's no way I can do it, and I gotta film the detective. He got the missing piece that I need on film. Brazen or insane. Yeah, what's up, Audra? What's up, Audra? Linda. He looked so calm when he came back. Daniel Marie. Don't mistake being sneaky to make sure you get away to being calm. Although, no, I don't have coronavirus. No, I've already been checked for coronavirus. I'm in between the first coronavirus shot and I got the flu thing that's been going around. And I went to the doctor. I don't have coronavirus. I was looking out the window. A BLT and some soup. I would love to have a BLT right now, but I don't feel like going anywhere. I'm actually hungry. Normally when I get sick, I don't get hungry. I don't want to eat anything. I'm actually hungrier than a motherfucker right now. I just don't feel like getting up. The hunger isn't enough that I want to get out of this bed right now. But here's another thing too. Who was I talking to? I was talking to who was I talking to? Marie, Daniel Marie. Yo, you may be right, but if somebody really calm, that's because he's a killer. You wouldn't be calm because you're a good person. You'd probably be scared. Oh, oh. I'd apologize to all men for proving the women right that we can't take being sick. Sorry, fellas, I mean. Sorry, fellas. Sorry. I'm trying to hold it up for the team, guys. Cause sweat, I feel like I'm sweating about to sweat now. It seemed like when he came back that he was already there. To me, they like no one heard or seen him and talking. I don't know how long he staked that place. I don't know his relationship to the people in the house, to their sleeping patterns. And also, again, like I said, you get a little crazy, you get a little sloppy. Um, it goes with what they're saying about his personality. I mean, he didn't hide the body really, really good. He didn't take it too far, like 8 blocks away. Little things I haven't looked up, like was it 8 blocks closer to his house? Oh man, that just gave me a massive headache now. That last sneeze. We're gonna have to reschedule this appointment with the detective. There's no way. There's absolutely no way I could drive 8 hours tomorrow. John, I'm sorry you're feeling under the weather, but I love your devotion. Thank you, John Quesada. If you've been with me since the beginning, I told you guys like when I was younger, like if some group of guys wanted to fight me, whatever, I wouldn't fight them. But if the same group of guys wanted to fight one of my friends, I got my friend back. Back to back, me and my friend. I'm not gonna let nothing happen to my friends. The fact that I'm doing a podcast with somebody, there's no excuses, you know. That's just how I am. I may like get to the end and want to put out a video for myself and be like, I'll put it out tomorrow. But when you're in a partnership with somebody else, you know what I'm saying? They don't let you down, you don't let them down. So unless I was gonna pass out cold on the floor, I was gonna get that podcast out. Disinfect everything once you're done. I got you, Rain. I hope you feel better. Drink lots of water. Thank you, Danielle. Someone said log off and rest. I just woke up for like the third time. I've been in bed all day. I'm not getting out of bed. So I said, if I'm gonna be laying here, I might as well just go live and talk to the people. I have nothing else to do. I can't go edit. I can't go do nothing. There's nothing else for me to do. If I turn the live off, I'll be staring at the TV right there, and nothing else to do. Can the detective Zoom with me? Nah, we doing real documentary. We doing Netflix quality. We ain't doing no Zoom call, shawty. Did y'all see the footage of the girls in Texas? That's gonna be in my documentary. I put the community post up the other day. We going all the way. I told y'all if I ever got the opportunity that I'm not just sitting down, but I can have the family involved, the detective involved, everybody. I told you I'm gonna go all the way with it on a documentary, and that's what I'm gonna do. You know, like I'll sit here, like I'll watch. Uh, like what's his name? What's the author name? He does fiction books, but he decided to do a nonfiction book. What's his name? What's his name? Oh man, what's his name? I can't remember his name. I'm sorry, Gene Grisham or something like that. But he has a documentary on Netflix that's amazing from one of his books. Well, his only book, The Innocent Man. His only nonfiction book. Like the way John Grisham, the way they shot this John Grisham documentary on that was like I'm just sitting back studying it. I'm sitting back studying it to learn different things to use in my documentary for Karen Bodine. God, yes, sorry, I'm listening and working, but I hear you. I'm just saying, just because you're sick at the moment, but I totally understand. I can hold this phone or I cannot hold this phone. Either way, I'll be laying right here. I doubt if I can go to sleep if I've been sleeping all day and it's 3 o'clock. So I can hold the phone or I cannot hold the phone. So either way, it's the same to me. Someone said try Alibi-ish. If you type ALIBI hyphen ISH in any streaming services, or if you just go type it in Audio Boom will show you all the streaming services that it's on. I will pick up my phone and call in to check on you, but I'm too far away. Take it easy. Take aspirin. Works for me. I take nothing else for flu. 2 days, I'm over it. Yesterday was really bad. I've been weak in sleep most of the day, so I'm hoping this is my bad 2 days. My bad 2 days, I can get back to work tomorrow. I was supposed to do a Crimes with Crimes on D.R. Kuntz, another little kid that went missing. But the Crimes with Crimes is turning into a whole documentary now. And now that I went out to the woods and shot, if you don't follow me on Twitter, you also know I shot footage for the girl who was pushed off the bridge. She was pushed off this bridge by her friend, broke all her ribs or bones, and the big case made national news, whether it was intentional, maybe she should be charged with criminal intent. I went right there to the bridge. I went right to where she pushed the girl off. I went right on the opposite side of the bridge thing, and I shot that. I got that coming soon. Well, John, your documentaries are awesome. You're a talent that deserves recognition. Thank you, Janet. Big hugs to you. He is from my state, brilliant writer. I love A Time to Kill, great book and movie. I'm not gonna listen tonight. Uh, I'm listening to you guys. I'm listening. Oh, the Chinese soup and egg rolls. Oh yeah, I love egg drop soup. That'll be dope. You get egg drop soup and you pour a lot of just douse it in pepper. Lots and lots of pepper because it's already salty. John, when can I catch your You Now live? The You Now live is supposed to come out the day the podcast come out, but there's no way I could do a You Now live because we found out what to do with the You Now live. So this is what's gonna happen on You Now, right? I got to do that. I have no choice. We have to do You Now. So for You Now, Desi and I has decided you can follow her on all social media. It's Desi Madigan, DesiMagidan. What we decided to do is the game that John Lorden does on his channel. Y'all know the game that John Lorden plays. He had me on his show once. I was played with Sarah Turney, and he has all the true crime YouTubers on his channel playing this game. So what Desi and I decided to do is we're gonna have Team Desi and we're gonna have Team John Chrymes, and we're gonna have one person, one of you guys, somebody on my team, because you can have four people on You Now. We'll have somebody on my team, somebody on her team, and we'll play the game. You Now will stream to my YouTube channel simultaneously, so you can watch it on YouTube. But be a bigger supporter if you switched over and watched it on You Now. Um, that's what we're gonna do because you want to try to turn it to a fun environment a little bit when you're using You Now. So we thought that that would be fun and stream it over here at the same time. Try to bring my audience from there to over to You Now, since You Now is one of our first people to contact us for sponsorship. So that means a lot. It means a lot to me. What's up, Mommy Donnie One? If you can taste food, it's not too serious. Listen to some people try to diagnose me. I went to my doctor. I do not have COVID. I took a COVID one shot. It bothered me a little bit. It didn't bother me that much. You turn on the TV, there's a virus going around right now. Flu virus going around right now that's going across the country. That's what I have. The problem with me is I'm literally right between COVID one shot. I have the flu, and then next Wednesday on the 26th, I'm scheduled to take the COVID two shot, which bothers people, and it's probably going to bother me really bad because of my high blood pressure. That's it. There's no mysteries. There's no check and see if you can taste and all of this. I do not have COVID. Uh, what's up, Shammy81? What's up, Shammy81? We are in Vegas and the stomach bug is going around. Oh man, I hate that, man. Someone said it's Crimes with Crimes on YouTube. Crimes with Crimes is on this channel. It's just a series that I do on this channel. A series of shorter videos that you put out. And the short video I was gonna put out was supposed to be on Dr. Koontz, which is a crazy case. We're talking about a baby that went missing with four grown adults. How does a 2-year-old go missing with four adults camping? This is insane to me. And as I learn of these cases, I'm always shocked that they aren't bigger than what they were. Right now, we are getting really attached to the new, bigger cases, right? Like people about to get really attached to the cash case, which is an open and shut case for me. Black guy went in, black guy took him out of the house, killed him, went back in hours later in a different outfit, tried to kill his brother, and wasn't able to do it. got spooked and ran away. Case over with. Meanwhile, no one knows where the body of Dior is right now. No one knows. Crazy, crazy case. I just got over a 24-hour virus. Yeah. I'm sure it is. I think Desi is great too. Desi is awesome. She is really, really awesome. I could not have asked for a better person, better friend to take the podcast journey with. She is really, really awesome, and she works really, really hard. As a matter of fact, it was Desi that caught the plagiarism going around from that darn Susan Powell case first, and she played it for me, and I'm like, what am I hearing? And your brain try to tell you, nah, that ain't what I just heard. And then you hear it again, you be like, bruh, they ain't even try to disguise it. Like, maybe I don't know, man. Maybe I could never plagiarize because I believe in myself, and I believe that I'm going to bigger places. If you believe that you're going to bigger places, don't you think somebody gonna catch you, man? Like if you covering the case with the hopes that everybody hears it, if it's a podcast, or everybody sees it, if it's a YouTube channel, and if you get your wish that everybody sees or hears it, don't you think somebody gonna find out what you did? I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. I don't know. We made the decision to turn our podcast into storytelling, to tell a story. Take all the facts, and then, all right, how are we gonna like tell it as if someone is listening to this play out by itself? By the way, too, never mind, I ain't gonna even do it. I think the other little brother Carter was playing possum when the guy came back in the room because after the guy left, Carter jumped out of that bed. Yeah, I saw that. He jumped up. That's insane. The baby cannot go missing where responsible adults are present. Dior went missing with 4 adults. How a 2-year old? I don't know, bruh. I don't know. We'll get into that when my video drops. I always think about not Tiffany, Timothy Pitson and what happened to that boy. I don't know what happened to him. I may need to look up Tim. What's up, Megan? I have so much respect for you. I'm going to keep watching you and reading. I love true crime. I've read and researched on some cases, and I just realized I did all caps. Sorry. uh, Thank you, Deadlock MC. Really appreciate that. Why double back? That's some real determination. There's something very off about the 2-year-old. John and Desi's podcast is called Alibi-ish. I know that case is crazy. Get better soon. Gotta go. My bedtime. So Tracy is across the world. Yep, in the UK. Sweet dreams, Tracy. I'm struggling to breathe. Is that the one where they were camping and the grandfather was there? Yes, that's the case. But I don't know. Y'all remember how I did the Oren and Orson West video where I'm looking at the screen and I'm playing their interview, but you can hear my thoughts? That's how this one starts off with Dior Cool. But I couldn't just do the whole video that way because you'll see. There was, you'll see. They get exposed with me doing a video that way. Jessica Badger, I just subscribed to your other channel. Thank you, Jessica. Which other channel? I got several other channels. Which one did you subscribe to, Jessica? Subscribe to whatever you watch podcasts on. If you're on Apple Podcasts, subscribe to Alabias on there. If you on Spotify, subscribe to it on there. Hi, John. I'm a new sub. Feel better. Thank you, Tracy Nunn. I think I've seen your name. Tracy, have you left other comments before? That baby isn't out of those woods. I wonder if he was ever out there to begin with. Mommy Donnie is thinking like me. Cause oh man, this is why I don't like going live talk about cases I'm working on because I've been saying so much. There's no reason to watch my video. But oh man, oh man, I'm trying. This shit sucks. And to think I could be just like this next week when I take the COVID-2 shot. I'm trying to get Karen Carter, 12-year-old from Missouri who went missing. Somebody came to me to talk about that in Hammond, Indiana. He's nonverbal autistic. Dude, somebody came to me about the Kyron Carter case. Email me these crafty creations at johncrymes@gmail.com or email me at alibishpodcast at gmail.com. Both of those are on my phone and I check them. The grandfather seems believable. The father seems dishonest. Sad story. Carly's off to pick up her kids. Hope I'm healed by tomorrow. I hope I'm healed by tomorrow too, Carly. It was so sad. Oh, uh, I ain't gonna talk about this too long. I'll make it real quick. A lot of people, you can say a lot of people have hit me up in the past week and a half since the whole Brittany Shank fiasco happened and gave me a lot of information. And I'll keep it right there and keep it moving. I don't say nothing else. Hey, John, I hope you feel better. Just stopped in to say hello. Thank you, Tracy, for hoping I feel better, for stopping in to say hello with your cute little doggy. Sound great, John. Take some zinc, C, D, and B vitamins. I rewatch your videos because they're so well done. Thank you, Janet. Hopefully we might have a lot coming out here that you'll have to keep watching, rewatching those. If anybody said that they had my permission to stream my documentary on another services after they put it down and told me my stuff looked like a Nike commercial, they're lying. I've been too sick. I haven't talked to anybody outside of my close friends. So if somebody said they had my permission to stream so their entire audience can watch on the Twitch platform, they are 110% telling you a lie. Hope you get well soon. All right. Does anybody, I was about to go. I was about to go, but I'm going to ask y'all this before I leave. Can we email case suggestions? Yeah, of course, Shammy. That's what I want. I want my email case suggestions to go to johncrymes@gmail.com. Or if you want me to do it on the podcast, alibishpodcast@gmail.com. I want to ask y'all this. Do you guys think something else is going on? Some other mystery? I can't remember his name. Or the black guy, Darian, I think it's Dariyyann, came into the house and killed Cash. Do y'all think it's something else missing? Some other mystery? I just know what my peeps think over here. Anybody think the her son is involved? Some other kind of thing? Nope, I think he's psycho. And Megan, you came in late. I thought this was an easy case, but once you get something as juicy as the footage of a kid being kidnapped, people want to dig their claws in and try to go more and more and more and more and more. But I think we're forgetting, if you think of, like, you want these to be open and shut. We don't want a mystery. I think people forgot that because they look at this as some kind of pastime or entertainment. I don't want a mystery. I want, if you did something, if you took somebody's life, I want it to be solved as fast as possible. And then it's done. Dad is missing too. Yeah, I know I'm missing. Dad left his kids. Would not be surprised if she was in on it. That Sherman thing alone. Wolf, I think the FBI has a right now to set up a conspiracy. I agree with you, Stacey Marie. I think it's open and shut. Juju, I agree with you. Yes. If something is missing in Cass's case, D's crafty creation said something is missing. No, the women does not seem shocked in that video. My gut telling me something else is going on, but I don't know. They could just be sketchy people. Ignore those haters. They wish they was you. Hey, John, good Besserin, get well soon. Thank you, Judith. And I probably jacked that word all the way up. My bad, my bad. The biological father is missing. It hasn't been seen since March. Yes, the biological father. I don't know if I want to say the word missing, man. I don't know. Oh, well, that's what it say. That's what they say. Missing. For iPhone users, be sure to open the link in the browser because the membership doesn't work in the YouTube app. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, if you want to become a member, you want to support the channel, you want to help out, you know what I'm saying, on me with other cases that I do, I appreciate all the support that you guys give. John, can you take on the case of Raymond Abaro who killed his pregnant wife? Judah, can you email me that? I'm gonna tell y'all straight up. I'm not I'm not gonna remember a case if you tell me in the comment section. You're gonna have to email it to me. Every time I get a case recommendation, I go straight to the email and I click yellow star. So that way, when I have time, I go through all my yellow stars. I pull the person name, research, and start learning about them. I don't care who it is. I don't care who email me. If you email me a case recommendation, it's going to get a yellow star, and I will look at it. No, I do not have COVID. If I had COVID, I don't think I'd be live just because of my high blood pressure, the fear in me, I would be so freaked out and scared, I wouldn't be able to be calm. So if I had COVID, you guys would not see me. Somebody probably have to just put a community post, John has COVID, but you wouldn't see me if I had COVID. Nice system, I do that with my gift cards. All right, I'm going to try to force myself to get out of this bed. Oh, man, my knees feel like I just worked out 8 days in a row. Like, my whole legs are so painful and so sore. Just I wish that like 10 massage therapists could walk in this room right now, all working on my legs. Like, that's how beat up my entire body is. That's how beat up my whole body is. I get frustrated, John, with myself. Lived in the Amazon jungle, but really done with technology. I wish I lived in the Amazon jungle. What's up, Long Island girl? You came at the wrong time because I'm about to leave. Shout out to my girl Jean. Make sure y'all check out the podcast. I think the Cash Gernon case is opening and closed. But if something comes out at the end, they find some other stuff, it'll be a great one to do a documentary on, uh, especially having the footage of when he was taken. For those of you all, most of y'all know if you know Brittany Shank case, there's a camera footage in the Brittany Shank case that's even scarier than watching him getting taken away. For those who are in Sturgis, Michigan, who like to creep over here, say I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't think that uh, doorbell footage 100% has something to do with Britney. I don't, but it's still scary and spooky when you look at how that comes up to play with what was going on around that time. But there's a scary footage. A piece of it is in my Crimes with Crimes intro. If you go look at my last few Crimes with Crimes, you can see a piece of it. Linda Hogan, I'm going back. Hope you feel better. John Knight from South Africa. Thank you, Linda Hogan. Hope you feel better very soon. Baked Cake, thank you. Sending love and prayers. Thank you, Shammy. Juju, you mentioned Brittany. I hear that. Ooh, song. Thank you, Zero Filter Jules and Deadlock. Mercedes. All of you guys, thank you. I'm out once I figure out how to shut this shit down.